Today, we are finally starting the Winx Club Believix transformation series, starting with Bloom. Hello everybody, I'm Nicole, these are my rabbits, and welcome to Sketching with Rabbits. In the very beginning, I planned all the poses ahead of time for a few reasons. First, I didn't want to make them flying again because I feel like I've been using the same poses over and over. Second, I wanted to make sure that they all had different poses because I have a tendency to create very similar poses when I run out of ideas. So this time, I looked up some reference photos for inspiration and sketched out very rough versions of the poses. I then changed them quite a bit to make the poses match the personality of each character, and so the final pose was different from the original reference photo. I like using this method when I feel really stumped or stuck in my own head, because looking at reference photos usually inspires me to try something different or gives me new ideas. Once I got the pose down and sketched in all the details, it was time for coloring. It had been a while since I last sat down to film anything, let alone color or finish an art piece in the last year and a half. I hesitated in the beginning, wondering if my coloring skills had deteriorated with my lack of practice. Even though I didn't stop drawing, it was very rare and it hardly ever included coloring. So I started slow, coloring in all the flat colors first and then moving on to shading. I decided to take my time on this first piece to kind of ease back into the habit. Midway through, I did panic a little bit when I accidentally used a darker marker on her face, which is the worst spot to mess up on, in my opinion. I tried fixing it with a colorless blender, but that didn't really work, so I ended up just adding purple shadows to the entire drawing instead to balance it out and make the colors more cohesive. For what started off as a mistake, it did lead to a better decision, and I like the outcome more than if I didn't use purple. Sometimes making mistakes can lead to more creative solutions. I carried that purple shadow throughout the series, so you'll see it on the other Winx girls too. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you're notified of when those videos come out. In order to make the series look like it belonged together, I also used the same method to outline all the characters. I tried a more graphic and bold style with all black compared to my normal colored outline that I use for the Winx girls. Since I hadn't outlined anything in a while, my lines did feel a little shakier than normal, and I was missing a lot of the initial lines. But we strive for progress, not perfection here, so I ended up adding an even thicker and bolder outline to the outside to cover my mistakes. I ended up liking the effect it gave the whole drawing so much that I did the same thing to the others. As a reminder, all the materials I used in this video are listed and linked in the description. Comparing this piece to my last Winx video, which was Diospro, I can see an improvement in coloring and contrast, which is something that I've always struggled with and still aim to improve. I'm really happy with how Bloom came out, and I'm so excited for you all to see the rest of the girls. Thank you all so much for joining me today. Keep creating contails. I will see you in the next video.